All right, y'all. This is Marvin Preaching Sense. Thought I'd go over some fragrances that are going to be good to kind of transition you from the winter season on into the spring. These are fragrances that are, just kind of put you in a mind frame of spring, but they definitely still have a little bit more. They're still stronger than maybe you would some of your spring fragrances, your typical spring fragrances. So these are a lot of these are real versatile. So, but let's just jump right on into it. So, the first one will be Mancera. This is Aoud Lemon Mint. And this one right here, as you could tell by the name, it's a little bit of a glare here, but you can tell by the name, it has lemon. It's a very wearable oud, so it definitely has the mint, gives it a nice freshness. It has a nice almond accord that gives a little bit of nuttiness, and those kind of accords remind you of some of those winter accords that you might have been wearing in the winter season. But that lemon has some patchouli in there. There's some ambers, and then there's some vanilla and a musk as it dries down. So it's a really nice fragrance, quite versatile actually, and you'll find that in a lot of these fragrances are. But that nice lemon accord, in the spring and summer, you're going to be wearing probably a lot more of those fruity. Definitely lemon is a very popular note. So this is a very good one. You can get this for about $17, so it's quite affordable for a niche fragrance. So get your nose on Aoud Lemon Mint by Mancera. Okay, another fragrance that I definitely have enjoyed. I don't think people don't usually talk about this one is Chambre Noir, and this is by Olfactive Studio. This fragrance right here has a little bit of a kind of a Bentley Intense for Men type of vibe, but not real. I mean, it'll put you in that mind frame, but it has a nice plum and incense combo. So those are kind of strong, heavy notes, typical fall, winter type notes, but it has the thing about this one, it has a nice violet accord, and a violet is kind of a sweet floral, and that's pretty nice. Definitely enjoy that one. It has a smokiness from the papyrus, so you're still going to get those smoky nuances, maybe a little bit of a leatheriness to it, and then as it dries down, you'll get a creaminess from the sandalwood. And there's also a little bit of patchouli in there as well, which gives a little bit of an earthiness. But overall, I'd say this is, leans more sweet and spicy with the incense. So that plum incense accord is the ones that you're going to be getting throughout this fragrance. It'll run you about $115. I really enjoy this fragrance. I think it's really a good fragrance. So yeah, get your nose on it if you haven't tried it. This is Chambre Noir. Okay, next one on the list is this one right here. It's one that a lot of people have definitely know about. This is Terre de Hermes. This is the Parfum version here. And you all know this one right here. But this one right here, I'd say is not really a... Let me give it a spray here. This one right here, I wouldn't say this is for everybody. It's a woody citrus fragrance. It has grapefruit and kind of an orange accord in the opening, but it has this flint accord, which gives it a kind of a wet, metallic earthiness to it. So it's quite earthy. It has woods. It gives you that oak moss. And there's a little bit of benzone in there in the Parfum version, the one I'm talking about here today. So this right here, I think is, as I said, I don't think it's for everyone. It has a little bit of, I don't know, I think it's more of a mature scent. So, but definitely has a lot of earthiness to it. And I think that's a good one just to kind of, the Parfum is especially to transition you into the spring. But I definitely would get a sample. You can get it anywhere from $80 to maybe $20 or $30. So it's in that affordable range, you know, the typical designer type of price range. So get your nose on Terre de Mes Parfum. Then the next one on the list is one that is by Amouage, and this is Journeyman. One of the most beautiful bottles you're going to ever find, with the red and the gold. As you can see, you know, Amouage always does it like that. This one right here is just a nice fragrance. It opens up with the citron pepper. It has some cardamom in here. You're going to get some bergamot and maybe a little bit of neroli, which is kind of a honeyed orange accord in there. But man, this one right here is a good tobacco incense fragrance. That's what you're getting in this. It's a tobacco fragrance. And the reason I say it's a good one to transition into the spring is because of those. It has the juniper berries in there, which gives it a nice piney type of accord. And that kind of gets you in the mind of going into the spring. There's warmth in here, but the bergamot and the neroli kind of also helps you transition into the spring too. So I think it's probably around the last times I'll be able to wear it will be over the months of February and March, before, you know, I probably have to get to some lighter fragrances. But you can get this for $115, maybe up to $150, depending on the size. So for an Amouage fragrance, it's quite affordable for a niche, and especially for Amouage. So get your nose on this one. You won't be disappointed. I think it's a solid fragrance. So next on the list here is going to be Navitas. By Navitas, this is Sartorial Nuit. This is Bowtie Fragrance Guy's one of his fragrances. Beautiful orange type of color, just really nice. You're gonna get beautiful lavender in here. You're gonna get clary sage, which is kind of a sweet herb type of accord, and then you're gonna get a nice, beautiful orange blossom. Thus the color, right? So that's going to be that's what kind of puts you in that spring as you're entering to the spring. It's very warm, though. There's a lot of sandalwood, some vanilla and tonka. So it's a very warm fragrance. It's definitely more for a cooler day in the spring, or, you know, as you're leaving out of this winter season. So definitely a warm fragrance, but solid one. Very versatile. I actually will even wear this into the summer. On cooler days in the summer. Just love how it performs. Definitely lasts a long time. It's a really solid fragrance. If you can't find Luna Rosa Prada Black, get your nose on this one. I think depending on the times when they go on sale, you might be able to get this for $130. So, but it's a solid fragrance. Just a solid fragrance. Next one on the list is one by Lamar. This is by Lamar Kajal. Right here, beautiful gold bottle right here. This is a nice fruity, if you like fruity, pineapple, that's the main player in this. It's all about the pineapple. It's a nice fruity fragrance here. You're going to get a kind of a juicy pineapple. You'll get some apple and some berries in here. So little rolls. So it's a very fruity, a little bit floral. And then it takes that and mixes it with these ambers, but more of the Middle Eastern style amber. So if you're into that, this would be a good fragrance right here for you to get. You know, that's really all I have to say about this one right here. I think it usually runs about $115. So yeah, but if you don't like fruity fragrances, and if you don't like that juicy pineapple and those Middle Eastern notes, then this is not for you. So there you go. That is Lamar by Kajal. Next one on the list here is one that this one I could feature all the time, right? This is Layton. This is Layton right here. Parfum de Marley. Man, this one, every time I smell this one, this one is one of my most complimented fragrances. This is just it's a dumb reach fragrance. It's everything, man. This is when I do another top 10 video, I might have to reconsider And actually, because I don't think I had this in my top 10, but man, the more I smell it, it's just so quality, such a quality fragrance. It opens up with the apple, the lavender, of course, and the bergamot. Those are the main players. And then you're going to get some cardamom. It's just, get your nose on it. I don't need to talk about it. Everyone talks about it. You know it's true. You know, run you $150 or so, but I know there's some clones out there, but Layton right there. Next on the list here, we'll go with, I'm not going to talk much about it because I featured it before. This is by Gravitas, Pour Homme. This is by Naughton and Wilson, and a lot of glare on here, but a beautiful bottle. If you like lavender fragrances, this is a strong lavender, orange, bergamot fragrance. There's some cardamom, some peppers, patchouli. It's a good one. I like to wear this when it's raining. Very good fragrance when it's raining. So, and it's a good one to help you transition into the spring. So I'm not going to talk much about it because I featured it before. And then I think I've gone through most of them. Let's go last but not least, another one by Navitas, and this is Eau Debonaire. This is another one by Bowtie Fragrance Guy. So this right here, this one has another versatile one. It has the bergamot. It has a nice citron in there, which is a kind of an orange lemon lime accord. You're getting some lavender in the mids. You'll have a little bit of freshness, kind of a green nuances, thus the color, right? You're going to get a nice oak moss in here, some ambroxan, so it gives it a little bit of a creaminess. Benzoin, it's a lot going on in this one, but it's very versatile. Definitely one that can kind of put you in the mind of spring, transition you in there, but it has some warmth to it. This one is still in that $120 to $30 range, depending on the sale, but it's a different, nice, unique fragrance to me. So another solid fragrance. And that's all I really have. I've gone over, I think, about 10 fragrances that are good to just transition you from the winter into the spring months. Good February, March type fragrance. Get your nose on it. I hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe. This is Marvin Preaching Sense.